I'm out of breath. Hello. It is Friday. I think it's January 10th. And I am starting off this vlog. It is a finishing my Act 3 vlog. I currently have... one minute. I currently have 4 chapters and an epilogue left, so let's just say for 5. I don't know how long this is going to take me. I'm not going to give myself an end date because I know that will just stress me out and I'll never write it because I hate Act 3s. So this is just going to be me documenting this and we're going to see where this goes. I am currently trying to write a chapter that I had to stop mid-scene due to something that I hope was important. I can't remember now. And I remember leaving it off in a way where I was like, you'll know where to go from here. I do not know where to go from here. I totally have no idea where I was going. It makes sense. I just don't know where it was going. I'm up in the beautiful mountain air. There are beautiful pines and oaks and maples outside the window with blankets of snow on the ground and a roaring fire next to me on this side. It's also why my face is red, because you're more likely to get a sunburn in the snow. If this is not the perfect ambiance to finish an Act 3, then I don't know what is. Okay, I am out of breath, but I thought I would just catch you up with my 3rd act. On Friday, I ended up writing only 141 words because just life happened, and I ended up having a really good evening with Henry. Then Saturday, oh my gosh, I'm in shock with myself. And even on Saturday, I was in shock of myself. It isn't good grammar, but I'm in shock. So Saturday started off kind of the same as Friday, where actually worse than Friday. I just could not write to save my life. Could not figure, I didn't have the drive, I didn't have the want, I didn't have the urge. And then I had started my period. I kind of blamed it on that, plus being sick, different altitude, just being in a funk. Also with it being my 3rd act, and I hate 3rd acts. Henry and I were going to go on a walk, and I remembered how, due to my illness, I have to take this certain medication at the start of my period. And I took it. That's like TMI. But I got back from the walk and I just had this surge of creativity. And I sat down and somehow I wrote, are you ready for this? 5,722 words. I think I must have gotten home around 3. At some point I had to make myself food and I took a bath and I wrote that many words. I did go to bed around 2 a.m. though, because I just had I couldn't stop. It was this really, really odd thing. I didn't finish any chapters because every time I felt like I had reached a point where I didn't know how do I put this? Because every 1,000 words or so, I'd be like, oh, I know I needed to put in this chapter, so then I'd just switch over to that one, and I just kept writing and circulating between all my chapters I need to write. I'm pretty close now to finishing because of that, and I was so afraid to go to bed because I just hadn't felt this since pre-illness. This urge to just keep going and going and just having all this creative juice inside of you, and it was crazy. Anyways, because of that surge of writing, my story is currently at, sorry, my laptop's right there, 78,519 words. I am so close to 80,000. I feel like my chronological write of this draft is going to end at 80,000, but then once I go through with all the extra scenes and chapters, there's going to be more words. So by the end of the draft itself, I feel like there will be a lot more than that. Not that it matters, I just know this is a hefty write. But oh my gosh, I even added a chapter during this 5,000 words within my Act 3. I was like, oh, I should have this and this. So it just felt incredible. And at one point I was turning to Henry and I was like, I now know why writers do drugs. Though mine was like a medical medication. It wasn't even like people even do this for a drug. So from now on, this time of the month, I am keeping it clear for my writing because, oh my gosh, that felt amazing. And I'm not a drug addict, so I'm not gonna abuse that. Okay, I'm gonna freeze the frame here just because I just realized what sweatshirt I'm wearing. That looks a bit misleading. When I used to live in Seattle, there was this ice cream shop called Frankie and Joe's. All their ice cream was vegan and gluten-free. It was such an odd concept where they would take fruits and vegetables and make really tasty ice cream out of them. The fact that they were able to create ice cream out of stuff you wouldn't want ice cream to be made of, and yet it was delicious, is pure magic, which is why they sold a sweatshirt that said Plant Magic. I didn't write anything yesterday because once again, just a lot of stuff going on. Had a really good chill day with Henry. We ate some Mexican food, which is a huge deal because I cannot eat out due to my illness for like 3 years, but we're testing the waters right now and things are going well. Health is going well, my writing's going well. Hopefully the next check-in will be me completing my third act. I'm really, really hopeful. I did have to flag one of my third act chapters because I realized I just wrote it off a cliff. Like, I have to redo it all because it's not going in the direction of the story. Can you say hello? Can you say hello to the camera? Say hello, everyone. It will be a week tomorrow since I last checked in. And I haven't written anything. No, that's a lie. I think I wrote 700 words at some point this week. But Henry's currently out of town until Tuesday evening. I'm going to try, look at this little face, I'm going to try and finish my act 3 before then. Look at that tail. Yeah, I'm gonna put on some comfy clothes, make a late lunch, and then I'm gonna get started. I'm already stressed. I'm already stressed, Bubs. I am. Hashtag not my cat. Just have to keep saying that. Just in case anyone gets the wrong idea about you. Everyone wants to know who you are. Okay, now wait, your nails are definitely in my shoulder. You need to stop that. You need to stop being such a kitty cat. Look at her. Okay, this is enough filming. This vlog's already way too long. I need to edit. Okay, I need to lower myself down. Ooh, the issues of being tall. Okay, it is the next day, and I've added words, but I technically haven't added words. Hey Hudson, let's not, stand in front of a window. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, basically all I said was in that whole clip, I finished fixing the chapter I wrote off a cliff. I still need to continue writing the chapter. I just need to fix it first. It took me all day because... So today I hope to finish writing that chapter and then write the connecting chapter of this chapter. That sounds really confusing, but the next chapter within this point of view, because then that's like the main chunk that I need to get done. Otherwise, after that, I just need to write the last chapter and or epilogue. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. For me, an epilogue is like, it takes place a month after all the action ended or more. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on epilogues and last chapters, and because this is the setup part for the next book. Obviously there's a bunch of foreshadowing and setup throughout the entire book, but this is the main thing that connects it to the second novel. And then I also have another chapter through that point of view that I don't really know how to write yet. I talked about that in I think the last vlog, but I'm not even gonna touch that in this one because I just randomly added it. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna eat and then hopefully I get back to writing because I have nothing going on today. I'm in my comfies, it's a home day, and hopefully procrastination doesn't win out. All right, I'll see you when it's done, hopefully. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did it. I finished my Act 3. I am relieved. I wish I could say I was excited or happy, but I stupidly took a nap yesterday by accident. Oh no, that's a long story. I'm not going to get into it. But I took a nap yesterday, and I'm not a nap person. And because of that, I woke up at 8 p.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. I somehow passed out at 7 a.m., woke up at 11 a.m., frantic, like, oh my gosh, I have so much I need to do that should not have napped, and I've just felt sick the whole day. But somehow, throughout all this, I finished. That being said, though, after I finished and I was editing this vlog, I kind of was like, oh, wait a minute. I think the last chapter and or epilogues, I don't know what it is yet, should have technically been 2 chapters. Because it doesn't really sound like an ending. But you know what? I am so over this Act 3 that I made a note and I'm moving on because I have a lot I need to do to finish this first draft. And though I don't have a deadline, I feel it in my soul that I might finish relatively soon. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I'm just feeling inspired. I'm feeling motivated to finish this, which is, I'm gonna ride this wave as long as possible. So, I have to still create those chapters for the voices that I didn't really know how to write yet, / decide whether or not how many different narratives I want, because I kind of just wrote a bunch of narratives of what I thought best fit the scene. Man, that sounds like terrible writing, but I promise you it made sense in my brain at the time. But now I'm like, how many point of views are too many? I looked up online and everyone's like 3 to 5. But then again, break the rules. And I'm like, okay. Because some of those point of views are just have 1 or 2 chapters. It was important for their point of view. But then I'm also getting rid of some of those. And then also, how do people feel about point of views changing within a chapter? So it's very clearly broken up of there's an extra space in between. Yeah, because the climax was really hard to write. Because there was a lot going on in different areas and different points of views, and that was a bit confusing. So yeah, what do you think of those things? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, and then I also have to write all those scenes I skipped over because I didn't want to write them or I didn't know how to write them. But you know what? That's tomorrow's problem. I'm still gonna ride this wave. I'll see you in the next one.